How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of IPA, hopeful goodness, in the form of Conclave Brewing's Gravitational Waves, India Pale Ale. Yeah, Conclave, I've done quite a few of their beers. Actually, I've done their Gravitational Pull before. I think that's a double IPA version of this beer, but I haven't done this one before. So I'm excited to give it a whirl. I dig on Conclave's IPAs. So hopefully this one shows and proves. It is, let's see, it says canned on 10/22. It was released today, about an hour ago, so about as fresh as it can be. On the front, awesome can design, Gravitational Waves, 6.8% alcohol, India Pale Ale. Awesome label design. It reminds me, they used to do this kind of very geometric pattern thing with their cans. This is more, they did this one beer, I forget what it was called, Field of Green maybe, or something like that. This is very in that vein. The person that does this very slick can design. I dig it. I'm a fan. Let's see what she has. So yeah, Conclave, about 45 minutes south of me. A small little brewery. Very small. Tap room is packed all the time because you put 20 people in there, it's packed. But they make fun stuff. I actually went down to pick this up. I had 2 beers while I was there. I had a Pilsner and a Hoppy Pale. Very small ABV stuff. So they definitely do the stuff that I dig, doing the lower ABV stuff. Pinky Finger, definitely off-white head, just south of khaki, and it's got that rich haziness to it. Orange core, a little bit of the light gleaning on the sides, done and done. So she has the look of the hazies. Let's get a nose. Yeah. See, this big pop of weed pulling, tomato stocky greeniness. There's a nice sweetness in there. There's a floral sweetness in there. And a big, huge floral sweetness behind that. And then there's an additional, fruited component that's just generic, because at this point, that floral hop and the green portion of the show just kind of trump everything else. Yeah, nice sweetness to it. There's definitely a kind of fruited component underneath that I'll probably get to in the taste, but not really getting much on the nose, because that green in a very positive, good, delicious kind of way, at least for me, because I like the way it comes off. The tomato stocky greenness with that bit of hop floralness behind it. Delectable stuff. Let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh, okay. That green, while there, takes a back seat to that fruited, sweeted portion of the show. I thought it was definitely going to come at your face with this big green component, but no, it's not there. I mean, that green is there, but it's led by the big tropical fruit, juicy mango kind of melon, cantaloupe kind of vibe. It's definitely a fruit juice medley up front. Yeah, very, I don't want to say from concentrate, but it's like not pulpy, very refined, filtered fruit juiciness with this nice creamy component. It's got to have a ton of oats in it, so it doesn't get to lactose levels, but it has this really nice sweet creaminess to it, both in mouthfeel and taste. And it's just kind of waves and waves of that tropical fruit. You get that green portion of the show. It's definitely there, especially in the back of your palate, and it kind of bounces on the edges and gives you that kind of tomato stocky, weed pulling kind of greeniness, but it doesn't get overpowering. Not as much as you'd think based off of the nose. Nice mouthfeel, really nice soft mouthfeel to it, nice creaminess to it. Finishes a bit dry, makes you want to go back for a little bit more. Done and done. This is a really nice IPA. I have 6.8%. A perfect world. I wish this beer, I'm kind of beating the same drum all the time with these, but I wish this beer was like 5.5%, 5%, but at 6.8%, I'm totally cool with the flavor profile it's giving me. I think this can be done at a little less ABV, but at 6.8, it's not that bad, so I'm not going to bang on it too much. But really tasty stuff. I think I like this better than Gravitational Pull. I mean, I'm a sucker for the lower ABV stuff. I think Gravitational Pull pushes 8%. I could be wrong. Maybe it's actually a smaller beer. I don't know. I don't think so, though. Yeah, tasty. I dig it. I like that juxtaposition of having that big green in the nose, expecting it in the taste, but getting this really nice, delectable kind of tropical fruitiness. It's just a fun beer. And a well-made beer. Listen, Conclave, not just because they live close to me, they are some of the better IPA makers in Jersey. They don't get a lot of play for it. I shouldn't even say one of the better IPA makers. They're one of my favorite breweries in Jersey at the moment, because they do a lot of different stuff. Like I said, their Pilsner was killer. The Hoppy Pale was nice, but the Pilsner was killer. They do some darker beers. They lager stuff. I dig what they're doing down there. And, there's rumors of them expanding and stuff like that. So I'm kind of pumped for them to do that because I feel like they can really kind of shine in today's beer world because they're doing a lot of stuff and they're doing it pretty damn well. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better IPAs I've had as of late? Yes. Maybe not the best one. I've had better, but, in a world of 1,000, shouldn't say 1,000, of a lot of great IPAs, it's definitely holds its own. Value and availability, $17 for a 4-pack. Yeah, it's market value nowadays. I wish it was 14, but what are you going to do? Brewery only. I'll leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like hazies. If you like hazies, you're going to get the bittering. It's not as big as you'd think based off the nose, but you're going to get some bitterness from it. But there's a nice kind of bounce back and forth between that nose and that taste when it comes to how that hop shell and the green portion, that bittering portion. So if you like your tropical fruit leading hazies with a nice big kind of green nose, this is going to do you proper. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice hazy right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.